Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Thank you. I want to thank you very much. Thank you very much for inviting me into your living room, because every Tuesday night for the past 7 seasons, there's been no greater pleasure for me than to come into your living room. And once again, it's a great pleasure for me to be in your living room every Tuesday night.
Not in our living room.
What's he so mad about? Well, let's get the show off on the right foot.
It's the Buick Show. It's the Berle Show. It's the Buick Berle Show. Coming to you live from New York. Presented by your Buick dealers. With Milton's guest stars, Mickey Rooney, Connie Russell.
I know that very soon we'll take a honeymoon, my Buick, my love and I.
To the show. The television dials will be spinning. The feeling of excitement grows and grows. Soon the sponsors will be paying. Soon the country will be saying, turn out the lights, put down the book, bring out the beer, sit there and look. You may wonder why in thunder we choose to speak with such authority. We're the fans, we're the teenage viewers, we're the fans, we're the mad pursuers of the stars who appear at this time every year. We just live to be here for autographs.
Hello, kids, I never expected this. It looks like Cecil B. DeMille directed this. I'm really thrilled to see this crowd. It makes a guy feel mighty proud. Chewing gum has got chlorophyll. South America's got Brazil. But what I've got is better still. I've got, what do you got? My fans. Humphrey Bogart has got Bacall. Whistler's mother has got her shawl. But what I've got really beats them all. I've got, what do you got? My fans. It's sheer delight seeing you stand there before me. It seems so right, knowing how much you adore me. Mary Healy's got Peter Hayes, and the Giants got Willie Mays. But I've got that beat in a million ways. I've got what he's got. I've got my fans. Have been a pioneer in television.
This will be your 7th year in television.
Don't you think it's time for you to retire?
I'm still going like a house of fire. Me retire? Are you kidding? I retire?
Oh, you're okay for a fella your age.
For a fella my age? You must be clowning, Sonny. You know, according to the census, 46 is my right age. And since I've been a kid, I've been appearing on the stage. I headline at the Palace in Detroit, Duluth, and Dallas. When I was out in Hollywood, they said I did jolly good. I realized my ambition, making good in television. In fact, I've entertained in every place from coast to coast. But television is the medium that I like the most.
What about radio?
What a delivery. What'd you say, dear?
What about radio?
Well, radio's on the beam. It has Huskies, Wheaties, Toshi Schlitz, Wrigley's, Beaches, Crumbles, Ritz, Kleenex, Clorox, Oxidol, Kicks, Cracks, Tootsie Roll, Lysol, Latex, Frigidaire, Lindt, Libby's, Munsingware, Flexes, Wheaties, GMC, Bowls, Brats, BVD, and the Easy Aces. Whatever happened to them? But it hasn't got the courage and the bravery of Raymar of the Jungle and Pinky Lee. That's why I'd rather be a part of television. This is my home, sweet home. Please
What
believe.
about Hollywood?
Out of breath. What'd you say?
What about Hollywood?
Good delivery, too. You're booked. Well, Hollywood is okay. It's got Clark Gable, Betty Grable, Walter Abel, Warner Stable, Writer Fable, Indurable, and your Babel. Wear a sable. Who be horses quick, divorces quick, divorces quick. And Marilyn Monroe. I got a joke right here would close the network. But it doesn't show you cigarettes with dancing feet or the toothpaste guaranteed to make you kissing sweet. That's why I'd rather be a part of television. This is my home, sweet home. You want to know something? Television is fine and dandy. Hollywood and Broadway are dandy, too. And that's what I'm after. I love to hear laughter from people just like you. There's just one place for me, and that's near you. Take it from me, I put the free here. And whatever I may do, it depends on you, and you, and you, and you. I love you all, and I love to be near you. Kids, it's very good. I'm very happy to see. It's nice to see my fans again. And may I tell you how happy I am to see you all. This year, my show is going to be much different from any other show. I will definitely not be seen in color. Oh. And I will not do a spectacular. My shows will be the most colorless and unspectacular shows you've ever seen. Now, I'll put that down in black and white. This year, I'll put that down in black and white. We're here, aren't we? Yeah, okay. This year I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to take it easy. I really mean that. If I hear a good joke, I'm going to take it, and for me, that's easy. I'll take it easy. I'm going to be on 1 week, and I'm going to be off 1 week. And I'm going to try to get the most glamorous, most beautiful Hollywood stars, Lana Turner, Ava Gardner, Jane Russell. I'll try to get them on my week off. And for my week on, I'll be too weak from my week off to be on. Want to go around again? No, all kidding aside, if you kids want tickets for my first television show, you write your name and address on the back of Max Liebman. And no, you leave your name and address at my office.
There's Eddie Fisher. Let's get his autograph.
Wait a minute. Eddie Fisher, so what? I love Debbie. That's the story. So he's pitching with Reynolds, so what? Here in New York, the Yankees were pitching with Reynolds, too. So, I'll go in and rehearse the show. Won't bother me. Everything will be all right. What is this here?
Hiya, Dad.
Why, I'll get a load of this beautiful thing. I thought Hurricane Edna left town. When did you blow in, young lady? When did you blow in? Get a load of this outfit, huh? Beautiful. I saw the original on the cover of a magazine, Popular Mechanics. I may be wrong, but I think you're beautiful, and I think I may be wrong. Young lady, pardon me, I've got to go in.
I said, come here.
Who are you, and give me one good reason.
I am the president of the Milton Berle fan club.
Well, that's nice. I love your hair, and it's on so straight, too. You're the president of the fan club? Well, may I ask you, how many members do you have in the club?
How many members?
Yeah.
Counting me?
Yeah.
1.
Only 1 member? When you have roll call, who answers? Chloe? Why don't you get some more members? Try to get more members.
Try, he says.
Yeah.
Every Monday, I go through the subway putting up your pictures.
Well, that's very, very nice.
Every Tuesday, I go back and rub out the mustaches.
Wednesday?
I rub out the beards.
Well, that's me, Milton Berle, the man from Schweppes. Call me a Schweppes schlepper. But I don't mind beards. I don't mind beards at all.
Oh, I don't either.
No?
Only sometimes they write words.
Under the picture. And you, being a great fan, you erase the words, huh?
No, I correct the spelling.
You should have been working for the Dodgers. They were in a pretty bad spell themselves. Now, listen, young lady, I want to ask you something. Your name, what is your name?
Marlene.
Marlene, that's a beautiful... Marlene what?
Brando.
That's beautiful. Is this pretty? I got a Max and I got a Francis. Now I got one that looks like both of them put together. They should all be put away together. Now look, Marlene, would you do me a favor? I've got to go over... in the first place, you say you are my president of my fan club. Why did you start a fan club for me if you had trouble getting members? Why didn't you start a fan club for somebody like Sinatra or Bob Hope?
I hate crowds.
I hate crowds. So you're going to fight this out alone, huh? Well, that's very, very good. You're brave. You must have liked me in motion pictures. You must have liked me on the radio. Then you must have liked me in television. Well, if you didn't like me, why did you start a fan club?
Oh, call it madness.
Now, listen, that's what you... Well, let's call it quits instead, because I got to go inside. Will you
Quits, he says. I should call it quits.
Yeah.
Listen, MB, I'm your #1 fan. I never call it quits.
You don't?
Oh, I know how we can get more members.
Yeah?
Do you mind if I make a little suggestion?
Not unless if it's not too suggestive. What is it?
What you need is a big publicity stunt.
Publicity
Yeah,
stunt?
big one.
Yeah.
Some will get your name on the front page of all the papers.
Yeah?
Why don't you do something spectacular?
There they go with a spectacular. Betty Hutton did that. The greatest spectacular happened up in Maine. Nobody mentioned it. They elected a Democratic governor. That's the greatest spectacular. Got Republicans in the streets here.
No,
What?
I mean something really big.
Something really... A great publicity stunt?
Some will get your name on the front page of every paper.
Like what? Like what?
Like kill yourself.
I would... Kill myself?
Not dead. Just bleed a little.
I would... Now, look. Who sent you? Ed Sullivan? Look, I've got to go. I got to go over here and get backstage and do my... How do you like this? How do you like somebody marking up my picture? Look what...
You see what I mean?
Listen, get your hands off my filthy picture. Get your filthy hands up. Will you get your hands up? Why, Gary Cooper. Oh, gee. Mickey, you're doing it. Hiya, Mickey, all right?
Millie, it's wonderful.
It's good to see you, Mickey, and I'm very, very happy. I'm so wonderful to have you as my guest on my first show.
Oh, it's nothing.
I really mean that. You out in California doing your own television show and coming and flying in and doing a show for me?
No, it's nothing. And about the money you're going to pay me?
Oh, it's nothing. I want to feel like I'm standing between two bookends here. I'd like you to say hello. This is the president of my fan club.
This is your brother, Frank?
No, my brother's living. Look, funny? It's new. What's new to me? Marlene, this is Mickey Rooney. You see Mickey Rooney, and he is going to be the first guest star on my show. You see, I don't need publicity. My sponsor gives me Rooney as my first guest star.
Yeah,
gives me Rooney.
Milton,
Yeah.
what, it seems I'm your first guest star.
Yeah.
Let's go in and rehearse the show, shall we?
Shall we?
Please, let's go to the theater.
Goodbye,
Excuse
beautiful.
us, please.
Goodbye, beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, gosh.
How can I get fans for a star like that when on his first show, his own sponsor gives him a Mickey?
Well, Mickey, this is it.
Gosh.
Hi there, Stage. Don't be afraid. It's all right. It's all right. Don't be afraid. Stagehand. This is the theater?
This is the theater.
This is where they going to do the new show.
I'm so thrilled about it.
Last year, Mickey, we did the show from the Center Theater.
Center Theater?
And now, this is the Century Theater.
Century Theater.
This is really a wonderful old theater.
Gosh.
Put your hat and coat down there on the piano.
All right, fine. I'll make myself at home.
Will you do that?
Fine. Thank you.
Yep. Some great stars played here at this Century Theater, Mickey. Laurence Olivier, Ethel Barrymore,
All the
Sir
greats.
Cedric Hardwicke.
All the greats.
Yes, sir. And now, they've put in all this equipment here into this and made this into a television studio for another great name.
Who's that?
Did I mention it? MB.
Oh, you mean the ever-popular May Bush.
Not Mae Bush. Mae Berle. Milton Berle. Look, no, Mickey, I do my shows in this theater. You see,
Yes.
some actors do their shows on film, but not me. You see, I'm live.
Want to bet?
I was... What are the odds? I mean, I do my show because I like to get close to my audience, and I like to hear my audience laugh.
Like to live dangerously,
I like...
huh?
What do you mean?
You know, there's a new thing out in Hollywood now, though, Milt, if I may suggest it to you.
Yeah.
In fact, we do all these shows on film.
On film.
And then we put in what we call a laugh track on the side. Call them canned laughs.
Canned laughs?
Canned laughs, that's right. Here, I brought along a can right here.
Oh,
I
yeah?
was going to be on your show. I thought maybe you'd use them.
You
right.
buy these by the can, eh? Well,
That's right.
how does it work? How does it work?
Well, you see, if you want a little laugh,
Is it a good thing?
it's a wonderful thing. If you want a little laugh,
Yeah.
you open it just a little ways, you see? Now watch. Now if you want,
Hey, this is a boon. This is a boon to writers.
boon to writers,
Get
it's the
rid of-
biggest thing to comics since writers.
Yeah, what
That's
happened?
right.
You want a
But
bigger laugh?
Bigger laugh, you open a little wider.
Beautiful.
You like that, Milt? Now if you want what they call a yuccabini,
A big scream.
a real kind of a screamer,
Yeah.
you go,
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
But that's all. But you see, Mickey, I do a show. I like to do a show. You know, I don't like to put it on film. I do a show with a studio audience, and I like to get close to my audience all the time. You see what I mean?
why?
Oh, call it madness. But that's what I want.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Look, Milt. Look, I've got an idea for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Look, you could come in here right now.
Yeah.
And do all of the lines that you just showed me.
Yeah.
Right, you just read to all the people.
Yeah.
We could use this can. You could get tremendous laughs.
Well, let me understand this.
Yeah.
This dull conversation that we had when we came in the theater just now, we could say these lines.
Well,
and
you could
get
say anything you want. We get big laughs with the canned laughs.
on straight lines.
Straight lines. Trust me.
Good for the new season.
Want to try it?
Let's try it.
Thank you.
Well, Mickey, here we are. This is our new theater. Last year we did the show from the Center Theater. Good. And now we're doing the show from the Century Theater.
Great. It does wonderful.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, they'll be good. We had some great stars playing here. Wait till I say it. Laurence Olivier, Ethel Barrymore, and Sir Cedric Hardwick. Good. Now comes the real punchline.
Yeah.
You know, the last line.
The
And
big-
now they've turned this theater into another television theater
Right.
for a great, great name, Milton Berle. Mickey, what was that? What was that?
Got to be a heckler in every can, Milt.
Yeah. Mickey, hey, that's a good idea. Canned laughs. Canned laughs is a great idea. And you want me to tell you something?
What?
I like this idea, Can. I think my sponsor will go for this idea.
Why? What do you mean?
Because I heard him saying the other day that if we don't get more laughs on the Buick show, let's can Berle. So that's what he meant. No, they wouldn't can me.
Wouldn't?
No, I was thinking about that kid we met outside. Do I need a big publicity stunt to start the first season off?
Publicity stunt. Milton, listen. You need to have your name on every person's lips in America.
I should, huh?
It's very important to you.
Yeah.
Because after all, when they say Frank, right away you think of Sinatra.
That's right.
When they say of Ike,
Yeah.
when they say Ike,
Yeah.
right away you think of our great president, President Eisenhower.
Yeah.
And when they say Maryland, right away you think of Joe DiMaggio, right?
You think of DiMaggio. I'll think of Marilyn.
What do you mean?
Come here, I want to have an Andy Hardy to Hardy talk with you.
I don't understand.
I want to have an Andy to Hardy.
Oh, now that's... Oh, there's another case and instance. I got no... A case... Look, you say Andy Hardy right away. Who do you think of? Right away, huh?
Marilyn Monroe.
I say Andy Hardy, you think of Marilyn Monroe?
You can mention cornflakes, I'll think of Marilyn Monroe. Pillsbury flour.
Oh.
But I see what you mean, Mickey, by nicknames. Exactly.
Nicknames are very important, Milt.
They what?
Yes, they're very important nicknames.
very important?
Let me show you what I mean right now. They're very important.
Oh, names, name, name.
Your name is James. They call you John. Your name is Maxwell.
Yeah,
They call you Max.
very good.
They call you James.
Yeah.
They call you Jim.
Yeah, and if you are old skin and bones, they call you Slim.
Right.
If your name is William, they call you Will. If your name is Philip, they call you Phil.
Yeah.
If your name is Alfred, they call you Al. If you don't know your name,
Hey,
they call you Pal.
Your name is Morris.
Yes.
They call you Mo.
What else?
Your name is Joseph.
What do they call you?
They call you Joe.
That's right.
Your name is Frederick. They call you Fred.
Right, Milton.
And if you have a freckled face, they call you Red. If your name is William, they call you Will.
Yes.
If your name is Philip, they call you Phil. If your name is Alfred, they call you Al.
Yes.
If you don't know your name,
Hey.
they call you Pal.
Yes.
A wise man once said, what's in a name? A rose is a rose.
Sing it, Dad.
It's a rose. I'm singing it.
Black man.
The name is arranged by the mother you... And then you blew me, you know? Two little names. Your name is Leonard.
Yes, they call you
They
what?
call you Lenny.
Lenny?
Your name is Heathcliff.
What do they call you?
They call you Henny.
That's right, Milton.
Your name is Daniel.
What do they call you?
They call you Dan.
Yeah.
And if you dig that crazy jive, they call you Man.
Yeah.
If your name is Hal Arns, they call you Larry. If your name is Harold, they call you Harry. Your name is Louis, they call you Lou. If your name is Stuart, they call you Stu. If your name is Richard, they call you Dick. If your name is Nicholas, they call you Nick. If your name is Terrence, they call you Terry. If your name is Gerald, they call you Jerry. If your name is William, they call you Will. If your name is Philip, they call you Phil. If your name is Alfred, they call you Al. And if you don't know your name,
And if they don't know your name,
they call you Mickey, you're absolutely right, Mickey. You're absolutely right. I've got to get my name known. The minute somebody says Milton, they got to think of Milton Berle.
Yeah.
Yes, I got to make my fans Milton Berle conscious.
first you got to make them conscious.
Are you kidding? If they were conscious, they wouldn't be my fans. Look, tell you, come on, let's go into my dressing room. I'll speak to my secretary, Max. I'll have her call up the newspapers and give them some fantastic idea. I'll give them some fantastic idea.
You will. You're going to give them fantastic idea. What could you say to them would be important, though, Milt?
You want me to tell you?
What could you possibly say?
I'll tell them that I am going to pitch for the Giants in the World Series. Very good.
Who would think that would be so wonderful?
All the people in Cleveland. Come on, let's go into Max.
I don't know why Milton keeps telling me to file these letters.
Max, this is important. Drop everything, drop everything.
Oh,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Does this mean we're engaged?
Oh, Max, please, cut it out. Cut it out.
Really?
Yeah.
My mother says it's cut out enough.
I was... This girl had the new flat look before Dior. Starts from the top of her head. Max, you remember Mickey?
Oh, sure. Hello, Mrs. Spillane.
pardon me, but my name is Rooney.
Oh, sure. Hello, Pat.
That's right, Pat Spillane.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, you remember the Andy Hardy pictures?
Yes.
This is Andy.
Oh, sure. How's Amos?
Everybody's fine. I'm going to... Wait a minute. Oh, look, I'm going to... Milton.
Yeah.
Please, look, I've got an idea for you.
What?
You're talking about publicity?
Yeah.
All you have to do is get a life-size trunk,
Yeah.
put Max into the trunk, tie it up with big rope,
Yeah.
push her off the George Washington Bridge, down it goes. Have you got the idea?
Good idea. She wouldn't do it. She's not a good sport. Max, come here. I want to speak to you. I'm going in for a lot of publicity this year. I want to get my name on the front pages of the paper. I'm thinking up of a great revolutionary idea.
How about eloping with your secretary?
I said revolutionary, not revoluting, please.
Don't fight it, Milton. It's bigger than both of us.
Will you do me a favor? Please, leave me alone.
The Andy Hardy pictures weren't big enough, but now, Hey Mulligan.
Wait a minute, just
Hey
a minute.
Mulligan at
Wait, what
8
are you
o'clock
stepping
on
in
Saturday
front?
nights.
What are you
will be
doing? What are you doing? What are you
I'm
stepping...
sorry, I had nothing to say for a minute. I thought I'd plug my own program. Giant green pea, What's that?
I'm making my own. So, Max, I want to tell you, we're going to do a very great idea, a very big publicity stunt. I want you to call up all the newspapers and tell all the columnists to come down here.
You want to invite some communists down here?
No, not communists. I'm talking about newspaper men. Newspaper men. I'm going to come up with a great idea, something great, something sensational, something radical.
That's what I said, communists.
Max, please.
I think this girl has a few little Kremlins running around in her head.
Yeah. She certainly got the space for it. Max, please, will you do me a favor? I want you to call John Crosby of the Tribune, Val Adams of the Times, Harry Van Hall of the World Telegram, and Ben Gross of the Daily News. That's 4 columnists. I need 1 more columnist.
You want me to call a 5th columnist?
Oh, this is murder. Max, do you know what you're doing to my head?
It's bigger than both of us.
Mickey.
Yes.
What was that again? First you get a big trunk.
Trunk.
Wrap her in the trunk.
Right.
I see what you mean.
Berle.
Yeah.
Mr. Berle, the radio on station rehearsed the Connie Russell number.
Oh, they're going to rehearse the Connie Russell.
Connie Russell
Let's go
number.
rehearse the
I'd
Connie
love
Russell.
to-
Max, don't forget, do as I told you. Get all those columnists down here immediately. I got a great
I'd love
idea.
to see it. The Connie Russell number is going to be wonderful.
If he wants to invite those people down here. Hello, information? Can you give me the number of the Russian embassy?
It's something daring. What? The Continental. A way of dancing that's really ultra new.
So new.
It's very subtle.
Why?
The Continental. Because it does what you want it to do.
Do it!
It has a passion. The Continental. An invitation to moonlight romance. It's quite the fashion. The Continental. Because you tell of your love while you dance. Your lips whisper so tenderly. His eyes answer your song. 2 bodies swaying. The Continental.
Watch out!
And you were saying just what you're thinking of.
Sweet love.
So keep on dancing.
Go!
The Continental.
Hey!
For it's the song of romance and of love.
Do something to me.
You kiss, 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 kiss while we're dancing.
Continental.
Ba-boo-bee-oo-ah.
Continental.
Ba-boo-bee-oo-ah. You sing, 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 sing while you're dancing. Your voice is gentle and so sweet to me. It makes me feel so fine and fancy-free.
You know me for love. Dance is through.
That you're in love with him and he's in love with you.
Just you.
You'll find while you're dancing that there's a rhythm in your heart and soul, a certain rhythm that you can't control, and you will do the Continental all the time.
folks, it's nice to be back. It really is. And while I'm sure you've been seeing lots of Buicks on the highways this summer, I'd like to show you one on your screen tonight for a very special reason. And here it is, the most exciting, eye-catching example of Buick's striking new styling, the panoramic windshield. Even in a year when everything about a Buick is new, this basic change in windshield design still stands as Buick's greatest departure from the past. To appreciate this, folks, please realize that in the whole history of automobile design, there have been only 2 other changes in windshields. The first cars had no windshields, you know, so first they put them on as an extra, straight up and down, just like you see right here. Then, about 20 years ago, came the second change, and they introduced slanted windshields like this. You'll notice that on this one, the side pillars or corner posts sloped forward like this, which obviously reduced visibility. Now, they stayed with this design for about, 20 years. And they stayed with this one for about 20 years. And just as the old straight up and down style gave way to the slanting windshield, that's this one over here. Well, this one is going to give away to this one as fast as the rest of the automobile industry can make the change. So take a look at the style of tomorrow, which you can get on a Buick today. And what does that mean to you? It means that this 1954 Buick will be in style next year and for years to come. And you can get this styling in the future on this Buick Special, the lowest priced car on the market with a panoramic windshield. In fact, this Buick Special 2-door, 6-passenger sedan is a beautiful buy, a tremendous value for a flock of reasons. There's the brilliant, performing, brand-new V8 engine. There's Buick big car room. There's real luxury-laden comfort in its deep, soft seats, upholstered, mind you, in nylon. And, of course, this Special, like all Buicks, gives you the famed $1 million ride. Actually, it's a little hard to believe that you can get so much for the low price that you'll find right here. Yes, folks, when you take a look at this tag, be prepared for a pleasant surprise. You'll find the price on this Special, and I mean the local delivered price, excluding optional equipment and local taxes, if any, but including delivery to your TV station city. You'll find this price actually lower than some models of the so-called low-priced. I ask you, friends, with values like these, is it any wonder that Buick moved into 3rd place or that Buick strengthens its new standing each month? But try this Buick yourself. Thrill to its wide-view panoramic windshield. Sample great performance. And ask your Buick dealer about the big 3-way bonus you get by buying a Buick right now. See him tomorrow. And now let's go back to the Century Theater where we'll see what's happening with Milton and his big publicity idea.
Milton, I just heard about it. What's the matter with you?
What happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened?
Nothing at all. I just broke a leg, that's all.
Broke a leg? Which one?
Yeah.
Which one did you break?
Right there.
Doesn't seem broken to me.
You don't?
No, not this one. No.
How about this one? How about this one?
I'll call a doctor for you, Milton.
Please,
I'll
Mickey,
call a doctor for you right away.
Mickey,
what's the matter?
Don't call a doctor, please.
No?
This is just a big publicity stunt. You see, it'll get in all the papers. I can see the headlines now.
Yeah?
Milton Berle breaks his leg. I can see it all in the papers. I can see it.
I got news for you. I know what you're doing now.
What do you mean?
You know, you not only steal other comics' gags, you're stealing their accidents.
Are you kidding? Stealing their accidents. That's very funny.
That's right.
Don't kid around with me there, Rooney.
Yeah?
Nobody breaks a leg like Berle.
What do you mean?
And I do it with the original cast, too. Watch this.
Yeah?
Watch this. Oh, this is going to be the front pages. It'll be sensational.
Get it right on, Milt.
Walk around like this.
Yeah.
Everybody think I broke
Hey,
a
this
leg.
will be a sensational idea. Hey, oh, gosh.
I've lived, see?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got it.
I'm going to call a columnist.
Want to call a columnist?
I think I'll call Dorothy Kilgallen at the Journal American.
Right.
Get her on
Wonderful
the phone.
idea.
Boy.
Wonderful idea.
So all you need in show business, one good break. Hello? Hello, Dorothy? Hello. Dorothy, stop the presses, tear out the front page. Have I got a story for you?
Is it bigger than a bread box?
Dorothy, wait, what do you mean? It's bigger than both of us. Look, you know who this is, don't you?
Do you work for a profit-making organization?
I am a profit-making organization. This is Milton Berle.
Oh, there's a product involved.
Product?
Corn.
Oh, Dorothy, this is serious. This is serious. I broke my leg.
Do you wear it above the waist or below the waist?
I wear it below the garter belt. Dorothy, will you please stop what's maligning me? I broke my leg while I was rehearsing my show. Isn't that some story, huh?
Well, of course it is, Milton. I thought you were kidding.
I'm not kidding at all.
If it's serious, I'll print it. What hospital are you in?
What did you say? What?
I said, what hospital are you in?
The hospital.
Huh?
She wants to know what hospital I'm in.
Bellevue. Bellevue.
I'm at the... I'm at the Bellevue Hospital.
Bellevue? Okay, Milton, I'll be right down.
Yeah, just wait a minute.
Hey, Milton, this is a very important story. Why don't you talk to Jack O'Brien, our television editor, and we'll both come down to see you. I'll connect you with him. Just a minute. Operator. Operator.
She fell for it.
She did?
fell for the whole thing.
For the whole thing.
She's gonna connect me with Jack O'Brien.
Good.
They're coming down to see me.
Right.
Hey, wait a minute. What am I going to do about a hospital?
Well, after you get through talking to Jack O'Brien, I'll call an ambulance and take you over to the hospital, right?
Okay. That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Hello, this is Jack O'Brien's office.
I'd like to speak to Jack O'Brien. This is Milton Berle.
Oh, just a moment. It's for you, Mr. O'Brien.
Who is it?
Milton Berle's on the phone.
Tell him I'm out. Tell him I'm sick. Tell him I just dropped dead. Tell him.
He's out. He's sick. He just dropped dead.
He's out. He's sick. He just dropped dead. But tell him I got a big scoop for him.
He's got a big scoop for you.
All right, I'll talk to him.
Here he is, Mr. Berle. I just caught him at the elevator on the way down.
Hello, Mr. Television.
Oh, hello, Jack. How are you?
What's the big story?
Well, Jack, I got sad news for you. I broke a leg.
Yeah? Whose?
Whose? Mine. I broke my leg while I was rehearsing the show. And I'm in Bellevue Hospital.
Bellevue?
Yeah.
Good. I'll be right down. We'll take a lot of pictures. Besides, I got a bone to pick with you.
You got a bone to pick with me? Well,
Yeah.
you better hurry up while there's some left. Okay. Now look, Mickey.
Yeah.
You call up and get an ambulance right away. I got to get down there right away.
Milton, I'll take care of everything. Don't you worry about a thing.
Yeah, do that.
Hello.
Get the Bellevue.
Give me the Bellevue Hospital, please. Hello, Bellevue Hospital. Would you send an ambulance over, please? Century Theater, please. Pick up Mr. Milton Berle. That's right, he's in great pain. I know you're busy. But I want him to be picked up right immediately. That's right. Look, I know Mr. Irving Bellevue, and I don't want to have to go to the top, sir. He's a one... Thank you. We'll appreciate it. Milton, he's a... Fast service you have just seen was made possible because the ambulance used was a Buick.
I said Bellevue, not Belmont. Killing me. It's killing me. It's killing me. It's killing me. Oh!
Mr. Berle, I do not like this. I do not like this.
You don't?
This cast doesn't look right.
No?
We'll have to remove the cast and break the leg again.
Break the leg. No, you don't. You see, well, I have complete confidence in my doctor. My doctor said the leg is all right. He said it'll be my complete confidence in my doctor.
Your doctor?
Yes, sir.
Who is your doctor?
The doctor,
Yes?
Who's my doctor? My doctor.
Oh, I am his doctor. My name is Dr. Gillespie. And I am certain that I have found out. I happen to know that 4 out of 5 doctors have studied medicine. And then there was Dr. Kinsey. But I happen to know that I would put this leg before any jury.
Now, please.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I assure you that this man's leg is not going to the chair. I happen to know that if I separate it, I'll take the leg right off.
Separating the leg. Now, stop it, please.
Just a moment, please.
Yeah.
Are you an MD?
Oh, yes. Yeah, he's an MD. He's a midget doctor. That's what he's a midget doctor.
I still say this leg is not set correctly.
Now, just a moment. You're telling me that I didn't make a proper analysis? I happen to know that the shin bone is connected to the thigh bone, the thigh bone connected to the knee bone, the knee bone connected to the pelvis bone, pelvis bone connected to the femur bone. Stop it! Please, please! Quiet! Quiet!
I can't stand this. I gotta get out of here. I can't stand this.
Mickey, what are you doing here? What are you doing?
Now, just a minute,
All right,
Mr.
the bid is
Burle.
over. The bid is over.
What?
Now stop it. You went
I'm
overboard.
sorry,
You nearly
I'm
ruined the
sorry.
whole thing.
I'm sorry, Milton.
If you
I'm
want
trying
to
to help you.
You want to help me?
That's right.
Then get me a nurse. Someone that looks like Grable.
Now, listen here, darling. You don't do that.
I said Grable, not Gable.
Sorry.
Will you help me out, please?
I'll help you any way
I'm
I can.
expecting Dorothy Kilgallen
Yes.
and Jack O'Brien here any minute.
Yes.
So I was...
Here we are. There's your bed right over there.
Nurse, what's the meaning of it? Who's this fellow? Who is he?
Why, he's a patient.
A patient?
Yes, and he's sharing this room with you.
Sharing this room? Nothing. I have a room all by myself.
We're very crowded. We have no private rooms.
Oh, no? Well, I'll see the ones higher up. Get me Blue Cross on the phone. Get me the medic or young Dr. Malone.
Mr. Berle, you'll have to be quiet. This man needs his rest.
He does?
That's
And I want you to go right to sleep. I'll be back in an hour to wake you up and give you a sleeping pill.
Mickey! Where you going? Where you going?
I don't feel so well.
No?
I think I'm going to take a turn for the nurse.
Mickey, will you please, will you do...
That's the way they wrote it. I'm sorry.
Oh, everything happens to me. Oh. What's the matter, buddy? What's the matter? Tell me.
I was feeling all right until yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
And then all of a sudden...
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, this is pitiful. Everything happened. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Hey! I just heard somebody.
Francis!
I just heard the bad news.
Francis, this is a nice gesture of you coming in to see me. I want to shake your hand. This is wonderful for you to come to see me here.
Anytime you're in a hospital, I'll be very glad to see you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You should only be in the hospital as many times as I'd be glad to see you there.
Thank you. Thank you. I think.
So what's the matter with you, I hope?
What's the matter with me? I broke my leg. Can't you see? Francis, this is my broken leg.
Oh, how you do?
Oh, all right. Now, that's fine. That's fine. You come in the hospital, you want to make fun of me. You have no feelings, laughing at me. How would you like to be lying here?
Next to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would... How do you like that? A star on television for 7 years, and you say, ich. I feel like I'm the 7-year ich.
7 year ill.
No, don't start now. Now, don't start now.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Now, please.
Oh, that's marvelous.
Take it easy.
Marvelous. I think that's such a job.
Yeah.
Such a mind.
Very good, thanks.
That's worthy of a Twain.
A Twain? Mark Twain?
Choo-choo, Twain. You should be hit by one already.
Now, listen. See here, and I want to...
Take your antiseptic appendages off the alpaca.
Antiseptic appendage?
You're fogging up the fiberglass.
I was fogging up the fiberglass.
And I'll tell you another thing.
What do you want?
Uh-huh.
What?
Uh-huh. So what happened to the broken leg?
Oh, the broken leg. The broken leg. There it is right there.
Oh, how do you do? Yeah, we met before. Oh, I see the whole thing already. It's a fake. It's a phony.
No, it isn't.
I see it.
Please, look, this is a big publicity stunt. It's a terrific publicity stunt.
It's a terrific...
Yeah, it'll be on the front pages. I
knew right away you were a fake. I always said Milton Berle was a phony and
please,
a fake.
Don't speak.
Milton Berle's a fake.
Please.
Hey, Milton Berle's a fake.
Please.
He's a fake.
Please.
Milton Berle's a fake. He's a fake.
please.
On the phone.
I was... Francis, now, please, I'll have you know that I'm a very important man.
Ooh, chip, very important. You're such a big man.
Yeah?
How come you haven't got a private nurse?
I have got a private nurse. She's standing outside.
Sure, she's outside. She'll come in here, she'll take one look at you, she'll get sick to her stomach.
Stars like me do not grow on trees.
You should be hanging from one.
Now listen, Francis, now listen. If you keep this idea quiet, the publicity stunt, I'll give you a $5 raise.
I got a better deal for you.
What?
You listening?
Yeah.
Break your leg for real. I'll take a $10 cut.
Oh, Francis, please. Please, Francis, you gotta help me. You gotta help me. I'm expecting newspaper people here any minute. And I need a little comfy. I need a little rest and peace.
Be my guest. Rest in peace.
Francis, please, do me a favor.
Yeah.
I don't want this guy to hear me. Don't say a word about this to anybody, and I'll give you the $5 raise.
I'll tell you the truth. I'll take it, because I need the raise.
You do?
You know, I need the money. It puts me in a better income bracket, you
Yeah.
know? The nouveau poor.
The nouveau
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So my lips are sealed.
Yeah.
My lips are sealed. I go now, master. My lips are sealed. My lips are sealed. Goodbye, master. My lips are sealed.
Come to think of it, he does look like a seal. Oh, boy, am I sorry that I ever... Oh, listen, buddy, I can't stand you moaning all sitting there. What's the matter? What's the trouble with you? Tell me, what's the trouble?
You wouldn't believe
Yes, I will. Tell me, what's the trouble, please, before we get back?
Well, a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
my wife said to me...
Yeah?
So I went to a doctor.
You went to the doctor, yeah?
And she... Water.
You want some water? Yeah, sure. There's some water, there's some water. Drink it up, quick. That's it, drink it, that's fine. Now, tell me, what is it?
So...
Some more water. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, now tell me, what's... Yeah. There you are, there's some more water. Now tell me, what's happening? What happened?
Well, I'll give it to you from the tap.
Your pipes are clogged, buddy. You should be gargling with Drano. Now, will you do me a favor and rest up and everything? Yeah.
Milt!
Yeah?
I've got a visitor outside for you.
Dorothy
She's here.
Dorothy
She's
Kilgallen.
here. I'll bring her right in, Milt.
I gotta get her.
yourself set.
I can't get it on.
I just heard you broke your leg.
Yeah, I broke my leg.
Don't worry, Milton. I won't let them shoot you.
I was... Stop horsing around. Will you, Max, please?
That poor leg.
Yes, it's my leg.
That poor leg.
Yeah, I was...
I thought you broke your leg.
Well, I did break it. I broke my leg, but it's spreading. It's spreading.
Don't worry, Milton. I'll take care of you. I'll be your nurse.
Yeah?
I'll be your Florence Nightingale.
I would... Don't start the pajama game. Now, will you do me...
I just bought this book, Milton.
Yeah?
It tells me how to take care of you.
What's the name of the book?
This book.
Oh. Oh, no. Look, Francis, I mean, Max, he just left. Will you take rid of that book and get rid of yourself, please?
Don't fight it.
I'm not fighting it. I'm lying here flat on my...
It's bigger than both of us.
Stop it! I'm expecting Dorothy Kilgallen here any minute, and Jack O'Brien. I'm expecting here any minute.
Well, congratulations. It's a beautiful baby boy.
Wait a minute. Nurse, please, you got the wrong mother. What's going on here? What's going on?
Baby, you're not Uncle Milty, you're Auntie Milty.
I was... Max, get that nurse back, quick, right away. She made a mistake. Quick. What kind of a hospital this is? I never heard of such a hospital in my life. They put a baby in my arms here. I never... Hello, Dorothy. Hello, Jack.
What about the broken leg?
The what?
The broken leg.
The broken leg.
Oh, baby.
Yes.
This must be one of those NBC spectaculars.
Yeah. No, you don't understand. You see, they...
This is bigger than the Lucille Ball story.
No, you don't understand.
Get a picture.
Don't take a picture, please. No, please. Please, they made a mistake. I broke my leg, Jack. I broke my leg.
Yeah, well, where's the broken leg?
Here's the broken leg, right? Oh, I'm awfully sorry. I didn't...
Mr. Berle,
Yeah.
give me that baby. I made a terrible mistake.
I should say you made a good big mistake. Give that baby back to the person it belongs to.
I certainly will.
Sure.
Here you are, sir. Here's your baby.
You?
I told
Well, in just a moment, we'll see how Milton Berle made out with his big publicity campaign. Folks, here's the greatest machine ever invented. Thanks, Jim. To tell a used car buyer exactly what he's getting for his money. Yes, sir, it takes the guesswork out of used car buying. Up here, as you see, it has 3 dials. Now, all a mechanic has to do is connect these wires right here to various parts of the engine and the electrical system. Then, start the engine and read what this electronic marvel says. Now, he can tell how the generator, the starter, and the distributor are working. He can check the timing, the wiring to each spark plug, making sure that it fires properly in all kinds of weather. But that's not all. What you want to know when you buy a car that someone else has turned in is whether or not there is something wrong inside that engine. So the mechanic who operates this machine checks the manifold vacuum and tests the compression. And if you know anything at all about automobile engines, you know that if the manifold vacuum is steady and the compression is all right in every cylinder, it's a safe bet that there are no worn piston rings, no oil-wasting blow-by in any of the cylinders, and that the valves are not warped or sticky. The whole test takes less than 10 minutes and tells you more than 2 hours of old-fashioned road testing. And if this safety scope says that everything is all right beneath that hood, then that settles it. You can buy a safety scope car and know it's exactly as represented. Now, you don't have to guess. You don't have to gamble. You know, you get a used car you can bank on when you buy from a Buick dealer. And remember, Buick dealers and only Buick dealers can offer you these electronically safety scoped used cars. And get this. With every safety scope car, you get this check card, which includes a long list of other safety tests and inspections, including brakes, lights, steering wheel, transmission, and so forth. Now, why do you suppose your Buick dealer goes this far to make sure of your satisfaction? Well, friends, he knows he has a fine reputation to maintain as a new car dealer and good citizen of your community. And he wants used car buyers to be just as satisfied as new car buyers. Right now, he has a wonderful selection because he's having one of the greatest years in history, and he's offering bedrock prices. He can afford to because business is good. So, be sure and see your Buick dealer. Look for this sticker on his safety-scoped used cars. Now more than ever, you get a better used car buy from a Buick dealer. And now, let's get back and see how the newspapers treated Milton Berle's big publicity stunt the next day.
Hi, Mickey.
I just got the Variety today. You know what they're saying in Variety?
What?
Berle's bouncing baby backfires.
Very funny.
They refer to you as the king of television, you know, all the time in here in Variety.
Yeah?
They refer to you as the queen of television.
Very funny.
Sorry, Milt.
Just say that.
Right there.
Milton Berle is America's #1 comedian. Very funny.
Milt, never mind what they say in there. We're going to do a great show together when we do it. I got
You know
news
what I
for
was
you.
figuring, Mickey?
What?
I was just figuring out something.
What?
Publicity is no substitute for a good show.
You're right, huh?
I mean that seriously. I mean that
Publicity is...
when we do a show, Mickey, we won't depend on publicity. Lots of luck.
Thanks a lot, Milt.
I'll see you at rehearsal.
Right, sweetie.
So long.
Bye.
Bye, Mickey. Yep. Publicity is also no substitute for a very, very good automobile. And as you know, ladies and gentlemen, Buick is now outselling all other cars except 2 of the low-price 3, and that is a complete upset. You know, traditional sales standings show that month by month, Buick sales zoom higher and higher. So why don't you see why this happens? Why don't you drive a sensational 54 Buick yourself? Your Buick dealer will be very, very happy to put you behind the wheel. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, I will be off, and I will only be on twice a month. Sort of going to take it easy now. This being the 7th season in television, we first started our first show back June 8th. June 8th, back in 1948, for our other very wonderful sponsor, Texas Company. And we're very, very grateful on behalf of this 7th year, very grateful that you have been such a very, very wonderful audience, all you people that have been watching the shows and sending in your letters. And you know, this is a very, very funny racket, but you know, when I first started quite a few years ago, back in season of 1948, I did my first show. I said to myself, I said, gee, Berle, how you going to make it? How you going to last out the season? Well, after the 4th show, I got a little more energy and got some more writers, and we sort of came through. But this could have not been possible, ladies and gentlemen, again I say, without the aid of you very wonderful viewers that keep watching our show. So we want you to keep watching it on behalf of the Buick Dealers of America. And may I just say, ladies and gentlemen, that next week, the very, very hilarious and very sensational Miss Martha Ray will jump into the Tuesday night spot at 8 to 9 Eastern Standard Time with a very, very hilarious show featuring Wally Cox and Rocky Graziano. Then I will be back the week after that, October 5th. That's 2 weeks from tonight, with my guest stars, Fernando Lamas and Arlene Dahl. And as usual, I heard a ooh here. Did I hear an ooh? Ooh for Fernando or Arlene? Both. And then we'll have as our steadies Ruth Max Gilbert, Arnold Francis Stang, and our new little star, Nancy Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Alan Roth and the entire show, may I sincerely thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You've been a very wonderful audience. And I'd like to leave you with just one thought, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to say there's just one place for me, and that's near you. It's been a pleasure this evening, once again, at the beginning of the 7th year, for me to be so close and so near you. How about all of us making a date for 2 weeks from tonight, Tuesday night, October 5th at 8? Will we? I'll try to make show business bloom right inside your living room. And now, ladies and gentlemen, now that our show is all through, may I say, the Buick Dealers of America thank you, and you, and you, and you. And so, farewell. It's been swell.